Okay, it's 9:30, time for our work session, our informal time of chatting with folks. And fortunately, we have the Veteran Services with us today. Would you like to?
I think our president this year is Skip Cron, and if he is ready, I'm going to let him speak, I guess. I'm the vice president this year.
Okay.
Unless you want me to go.
already broke his arm.
You're ready. Oh,
Matt?
he says that I
Did you
should
break
speak.
your arm? Someone said you broke your arm.
No, I broke my rib.
Your rib? How'd you do that?
You've heard of people who can't walk and talk at the same time? I can't walk and walk at the same time.
Okay, I guess I am going to speak. Perhaps, my name is David Young, and I'm the vice president of the Seneca County Veteran Service Office Commission. And we're here, I guess, this morning for presenting our Veteran Service Commission budget for this coming year. And it really hasn't changed a whole lot over the years. Is that if you will remember this last year, we had a van purchase, so that we had a little more extra money in the line item for van supplies and that. But we had the fortune of having the Lutz family donate a considerable amount of money to purchase our van. The family wanted the veterans to have a very comfortable ride to Toledo or to the Ann Arbor Hospital. So we were lucky in that aspect, and we didn't have to spend that money for a vehicle. We presently have 3 vehicles. We have 2 vans, and we have a smaller vehicle, which the Lutz family also provided to us. And it's a
2008 Ford Edge.
Ford Edge, yes. And when we have 1 or 2 people that are going to the facilities, it doesn't make sense to have maybe the big vans going, and that surely saves us some gas and doing that, and it makes a comfortable ride for our veterans and going out. I guess in presenting the budget, I don't know if you've had a chance to look over it, is that our millage is going to represent $488,424.17. Am I correct in that? And as you might know, is that we manage the county commissioners' expenses for the burial plots and the grave markers and the memorial expenses, and that is an amount of $21,000. Let's see. I guess I'm going to go from there to what our office and represents is that for monies coming into the county, for the monies that are spent by the county commissioners for the Veteran Service Office, we receive 34.2% dollars for every dollar that the county spends, and which is a considerable amount of money that's coming into the county, and that represents the work of our Veteran Service officers in providing compensation and pension for veterans, working those claims and getting them to the Cleveland office and having them approved, and then that money coming back to the veteran where it can be spent in Seneca County. Also, the educational and vocational rehabilitation with the 2 colleges here in town. That represents $365,519 that's coming into our county to the students that are at the schools. Our medical care that we sign the veterans up for is the VA provides $3 million. Well, I should go. I'm down in the wrong column. Is represented by $362,746, which is an awful lot of money that frees up monies for be able to spend, the veterans to spend money here in the county. We have 4,475 veterans. That's kind of a estimate. It's hard to determine how many veterans are actually in the county. But it is an increase from the 2011, and I don't know if that's because of the Iraq and Afghanistan involvement with our soldiers, our National Guard, and our reserve units who are now included when they have served in federal service, is they are eligible for some VA benefits. This year's budget, 2012, our millage expenditures are approximately 80.94%. 80.94% of what the county has provided for our millage. And as you know, that the money that we spend the money in a legal manner, and the monies that we don't use come back to the county's general fund, and so there'll be a little less than 20% of that amount of money that is going to come back into the county's general fund.
Excuse me, these figures are 2012, is that
Yes,
the latest?
that's the
greatest you
latest,
got?
that is, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that is the latest. They, of course, they'll compile the 13, after the end of this fiscal year.
Probably
So-
April or May, Fred.
Is it, okay, but
VA.
it kind of runs, it's running parallel this year to previous years though for the 80% expenditures and,
Yes, yes.
As far as our budget goes?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We're up a little bit, and then advertising, because we're doing more outreach, trying to get people into the medical system. So, but I think it's gonna run about that, we're gonna have a carryover.
Okay, and again, I apologize, I'm a newbie and I'm trying to get my arms around it, but of the revenue that's sent to you from the county, roughly 488,000.
Yes.
And again, I apologize because I'm a newbie at the whole thing, but roughly 80% of that is spent and
Yes, that's
the
right.
carryover then comes back to the general fund then, is that kind
That's
of?
correct, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we abide by the Ohio Revised Code, and, we have certain expenditures, but then we have a responsibility to spend the monies legally and appropriately. So
Yeah,
that's
and
what we do.
you're providing, you feel you're providing adequately for the care and the services of our vets. I mean, to me, that's paramount. It's nice that you give money back,
Yes.
but job number one is make sure we take care of
Yes.
those that have taken care of us.
I know that other counties have asked for assistance, so they see Seneca County as a model. Fremont, Hancock County has a new veteran service officer, Wyandotte County, they've all asked for our expertise for training and all other things, as that they see us as a model for the veteran service officers in the various state system and county system. I guess that's all I have. I don't know if Skip wants to. Thank you. Cover. Okay. Basically, is what the Veteran Services Office is about.
Thank you.
Did a tremendous job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for what you do and for the good relationship that we've had for a long time now. We've always appropriated the full millage, which by law we have to do, but some counties don't do that, as you know. And you've always been very frugal and returned what you didn't use, and it's really worked out well for Seneca County as a whole. So
Yes.
we appreciate the great relationship, and we hope to keep that going for a long time. Anything else for work session today? How about we start with the public? Anything else from the public?
I've got a question I'd like to ask these guys. On the county cemetery that was just redone, I had heard there was 2 veterans out there. Is there any way that you could find that out?
We've heard the same thing over the years, and we've tried. And
Okay.
as best we can tell, there is no better.
Okay.
The records are not perfect, of course, so, but as far as we can tell, no, there isn't. If there was a veteran out there, we would have the veterans' remains moved to
may I say the county commissioners provide the plots for those veterans, is that we have some at Fairmont, and we have some at the Greenlawn Cemetery, just for that purpose. If indigent veterans need a grave, the county commissioners provide the monies to do that.
I have heard that a couple times, so there could be.
I can't remember who it was that brought it up probably the first time, maybe 8 or 10 years ago.
Thank you.
And just say too, is that if you know of families that have the ashes or of their loved one, and they were in the military, what we're trying to do is get those to the grave sites, so that they're not forgotten, and that they have a proper marking. And if you would contact our office, there's urns, we know, sitting in people's closets. There were at times, even in the funeral homes, they had remains of veterans, and there's been an effort to get those, properly buried. If you know of anyone, please, let us know.
Okay, thank you. Anything else from the public or the veterans today? Okay, anything from the board for a work session?
I just want to reiterate what you said. I commend the vets for what you do for the county and your good stewardship of funds, and thank you.
All right, we will, I guess, recess for now, or we're not really in
Yeah, I
a
guess
session, so
can't
at 10
start till
o'clock,
10.
we'll start our regular board, and we'll just sign things until then.